What's up? Very cool. Very cool. I'm going to do an unboxing of this soon. I don't know when, but soon. What's up, guys? Fears. Audience, Fears. Welcome back to the Fears podcast. What is up, guys? What is up? Well, I decided to do another show today. I went for about 43 minutes on the last show. I did it around 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but I've noticed more people come out to the later shows. So I thought, you know what? Why not? I'm not doing anything. I just finished watching a movie for tomorrow's review. So I thought, okay, so I've got something to review tomorrow and I've got something to review tonight. So yeah, so I finished 2 movies so far. So I'm going to try to go for a third one. So yeah. Anyway, let's open up that chat and let's see how everyone's doing. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I've had a pretty good day so far. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to be busy. Tomorrow, I've got a lot of errands to do. I've got to buy some more undershirts for my trip because I threw away a lot of undershirts and took them to the Goodwill because they were just so old and they had holes in them. So I need to get some new ones. Plus, since I've gained a little weight, they were like mediums, and I was like, I need either a large or an extra large. So I need to get some more undershirts. I definitely have to get my hair trimmed because I've got all this neck hair, so I want to take care of that, and look my best whenever I go see my mom and my grandma and my brother and my brother's wife and the rest of the family. So I wanted to look my best. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I got a couple of updates, and then we'll get moseying. So, all right, here we go. Let me open up the chat. Let me open up the chat here. Yo, Visions, what's up? He says, thank you for doing a personal stream just for me. I guess other people can watch if they want. Yeah, exactly. I'll be honest, Visions. I was like, well, you know what? You're one of my best friends online, and you're one of my best fans ever. So I'm sorry that you missed. I did the other stream at around 1 or 2, and normally you're up by then. Thank you for all the likes. I got 3 likes so far, but I know sometimes you get busy. So I had some errands to do today. That's why I did an early show. But tomorrow I'll do a later show. I'm thinking tomorrow I'll do a show around maybe 4 o'clock, 5. So yeah. Anyway, big shout out to Visions. Big shout out to everyone else watching. Like Visions said, more than just Visions can watch. So yeah, but no. How are you doing, buddy? How's things going? How was your day? How was your day? My day was pretty good. I got some errands done. I caught up on some sleep. I was so tired. Anyway, I got some updates. So as you saw right when I started this stream, I'm going to unbox this probably after my trip. I've been so busy, guys, with like working, and I've been so busy with like editing other videos. I haven't had time to unbox this. Trust me, I've been wanting to unbox this for a while for you guys. I've shown you guys a little bit of it, and I bought it at a convention, and it's a really cool piece. But I want to do it justice and either do a live stream about it or I want to do like a video. And I'm probably going to put it on the main channel. So hang in there. I promise I'll get to it. Vision says, I'm doing good. Well, that's good, buddy. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm waiting for my coffee to be brewed right now. I bought some Doritos from the supermarket, so that's always a plus. Ooh, nice. Wait, Cool Ranch Doritos? Or the nacho cheese Doritos? Which ones? Because that's important. I like both, but I like one more than the other. Anyway, let me go grab my coffee. And I'll be right back. It should be brewed by now, so Oh yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, I finally I took out my trash finally because a fan was like, "Fierce, take out your trash," and I was like, I am. I'm going to. I'm going to. All right. Let me get my coffee a brewing because I need that. And I'm going with the Randy mug. I'm going with the Randy mug. Going with the Randy mug. All right. I got to get my soy milk. Got to get my soy milk. Milk goes in first. Then my 2 sugars. It's always milk first. Then the 2 sugars. Well, hang on. There we go. 2 sugars. There we go. All right. Let me put the milk back. All right. Nice. Coffee is a brewed. There we go. I just need to heat it up just for a few seconds. All right. Ready to rock. All right. Awesome. Ready to rock and roll? I am ready. All right, let's do it. Let us do it. All right. There we are. All right. All right, I'm ready to rock. Oh, nacho cheese. Nice. Nice. I like nacho cheese. I do. But I'll be honest, Visions. If I'm being 100% honest with you, buddy, I do like Cool Ranch Doritos just a little bit more. But I do love nacho cheese. I haven't been able to have them in quite a while because of Veer's old stomach. Yo, Rebecca, what's up? She says, yo, Fears, how's everyone been doing tonight? I've been doing all right. I've been doing okay. Vision says, hi, Rebecca. And then she says, bong, bong, bong. No. It's bung, bung, bung. Bung, ba-bung, bung, ba-bung, bung, bung. Bung, 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 chung, chung, chung. Rung, rung, rung. Mong, long, song, kong, dong, mong, long, rung. That's what it is. That's right. Shh. Anyway, today's topics are... thank you for the 5 likes. I appreciate that. Thank you. So far, the stream's only been going for how long? 8 minutes? 5 likes. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Today, I'm going to be reviewing The Shack. That was the movie that I just got done watching tonight. So much to talk about this movie. So good. I actually referred it to Visions and everyone else in the community. It's such a good movie. I think everyone in the community should watch this, whether you're religious or not religious. It's such a good movie. It's my favorite Christian movie so far that I've ever watched ever. And I've watched a lot of Christian movies. So this is by far my favorite. So I'm going to be reviewing this. And then I took it back to the library today. I wish I would have waited, but I watched Space Camp. If you guys remember that old 80s gem, Space Camp, I took that back to the library today, but I'm going to review it. Because then the reason why I took it back today is, Fears, I'll forget, and then I'll go on my trip, and then by the time I get back, there'll be a late fee, There'll be a late fee. And if it's due, they charge you $1 a day. So I'll be gone for like 10 days. That would be like $10. And I was like, nope, that's not happening. So I took it back yesterday. So yeah. So we're going to review that, and then we're going to review... So we're going to review this, and then Space Camp, and then Visions, this topic was inspired by you, buddy. You said you went and saw Asteroid City. I'm excited. I can't wait to watch it. It's got Tom Hanks in it. It's got other amazing actors. But I'm excited because we haven't seen Tom Hanks do a movie I mean, it's not been a long time, but he hasn't done a movie in a while. So I'm very excited because I love Tom Hanks as an actor. I think he's a brilliant actor. He's fantastic. And then I watched the trailer for Asteroid City, and it looks all like 1950s. It's in the desert. I once lived in the desert, so I was like, "Oh yeah." So I remember you brought that up, and then you asked um, if I checked out any abandoned towns when I lived in Phoenix, Arizona. Unfortunately, no, buddy. Unfortunately, no. But that sparked an idea. I thought, well, I've only told a tiny bit of my adventures in Vegas. I've only done 2 trips to Vegas, but so many adventures happened in those 2 trips. So I thought I would share some. But anyway, no, I unfortunately Visions. I didn't get to see much like abandoned towns. Not that I didn't want to, because I love exploring. I love exploring, but I had to focus a lot on my studies. So, and I had a double major, so I had a lot to keep me busy, buddy. So I was focused on my studies, and if I wasn't focused on my studies, then I did have a girlfriend in college. Sadly, it didn't work out, but she kept me busy, and then if I wasn't hanging out with her, then I was like filming stuff and like working on my student film project. So I had a lot to keep me busy. But I'll be honest, I did love film school, but the only thing I regret about it is that was back when Fears had 0 patience, and so I kind of went off on some of my classmates, for a good reason though. I didn't just go off just to go off. There was a lot of egos at film school. Everyone wanted to shoot the video their way, and sometimes we agreed and sometimes we didn't agree. Sometimes people stole my ideas, and they would literally steal my ideas right in front of my face and not even ask me, and that like really irked me. So, but if I could go back in time and change anything, those times like where I went off on people, I definitely would change that. But for the most part, film school was fantastic. I had amazing teachers, except for one teacher. One teacher was a dick, and thank God I never have to like see him ever again. It was that teacher that I went off on Visions, like where he called my student film project a crap, and all of my buddies that worked on it with me, he called it crap, and me and my film school buddies had worked on it for a month. And me and my film school buddies thought it was amazing. And he was like, nah, it's crap, it's garbage. And then I stood up for me and my film and all my buddies' film project, and boy, did I shut that teacher up quick, Because I was like, well, that's your opinion. I'm like, but me and my 10 other buddies that worked on the student project together, we think it's amazing. And we worked on it for a month, about a month. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, no, yeah. What's up, Pixel? I know he does a lot of movies, just I haven't seen him in a film in a while, Pixel. I still need to watch Elvis. I bought Elvis. It's over there. I still need to watch it and review it. So, yeah. But I can't wait. I think Astro City is the next movie. I may see it while I'm out, out of town. Because that would be kind of... There's some days where I haven't planned anything on my trip. So that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. Is that video posted online? It's sure... wait, hang on. Did that one get destroyed on the hard drive? No, I saved that one. I saved it. He called 2 things crap, Visions. One of them was the thing next year when I come to Visions. It's on my only bits of it is online because some of it got destroyed on the hard drive, but the full thing was on my demo reel. Remember that TV show that me and my friends made? That's the thing that we spent a month on, and he called it crap. And he goes, I don't get Fears Man, and he called Fears Man crap, and I was like, whew. I'm like, he means a lot to me. And me and my friends had worked on that for about a month, and we thought it was great. So he called that crap, and then he called the other short film, my 5150 trailer, he called crap. And I worked on that for about a week and a half. So he called those two things crap, visions. But they're both online, so you can check them out. You're just going to have to go back a long ways because it was like the 5150 trailer, I think, was the very first video I ever uploaded on Fears Man 26. And then our kind of like TV show, we called it Late Night with Mike because we were like kind of doing like a parody of like the Jimmy Fallon show and the Tonight Show mixed together. And Mike was like, "Well, Fears, you're already playing Fears Man, like one of the guests. Like, what should I do?" And I was like, "Mike, you should be the host." I'm like, "You got that charisma." And he's like, "Fears, I thought you were being the host." And I was like, "Nah." I'm like, I could care less being the host, buddy. I'm like, I've invented this character, Fears Man. I really want to play him. And he goes, "All right, sounds good to me." So yeah, so bits of the television show is on my YouTube because that's all I could save before the hard drive crashed and got burned. I'm gonna try and find that hard drive in Missouri so I can bring it back and send it off, so they can try to maybe get all that stuff off there, because I would love to get all my original projects off there and like upload some of those, because I only saved about maybe 70%. The rest of it, they were like, "Yeah, this hard drive is done," and I was like, "Oh shit." So yeah. Yo, Bungmaster Richie, what's up? Shout out to Pixels, shout out to Rebecca, shout out to Visions. So Visions, next year, you'll be able to see all of Fears' unedited, unfiltered, amazing. So I'm going to bring a couple of things. I'm going to bring my demo reel. I'm going to bring the Idiots movie that me and my friends made. And then I'm going to bring all of my kind of like church camp video that I got to direct and make my very first. That was the very first film I ever made, like start to finish. So I wanted to show you that, Visions. And then I'm definitely going to bring the Contamination documentary, because that was the first kind of movie I was in. So yeah. Do you still have your sequel list handy? Not sequel, but I have my horror movie list handy. Hang on, let me bring it up. Let me or I probably could just add to it here. Let me, you know what? I'll make a new one. All right, here we go. Because I'm taking this with me. Because whenever I go to VStock, Visions, and Pixel, oh yeah, I'm going to print it off. But I'll probably print it off whenever I'm in Missouri, because there's a few that I need to find on the list. So I could just type, because I need to update it. So I'm going to type up a new one. So, but yes, I do have it handy. What's up? What did you want to add a movie to the list? I mean, the top 10 sequels that you were talking about previously. I didn't write it down, but yeah, I have it in that last stream though. Did you want to add to it, Visions? We had I said the God. I'm sorry. We had the Godfather. Let me see if I can do it by memory. We did the Godfather, Back to the Future 2, Temple of Doom, Home Alone 2, Hangover 2. Oh Lord. Let's see. Hangover 2, Temple of Doom, Back to the Future 2, Home Alone 2. I can only remember like 4 or 5 of them. Visions. Pixel says, "Fears, what about Magic Mike 2? Oh shit. Oh shit. No, that was definitely not on the list. All right. So, I'm going to title this movie list that I need to buy. That I need to buy. All right, number 1. Pixel, what was that Christmas movie? That I need to get? what is it? Bloody Christmas Bloody or whatever it was. I cannot remember. I forgot that one because I'm re-adding it to the list because unfortunately I could not find Easter Bunny Massacre on Blu-ray, but I know for a fact that Christmas one is on Blu-ray, the one that has Vision's sticker in it. So Christmas Bloody. So all right, Christmas Bloody. All right, so let me just rewrite this. Christmas Bloody Christmas. Okay. Number 2. That one movie that Visions was telling me about, The Car. I found it too, but I think Visions told me about it first. The Car. You know, the black car Visions that comes to life. You said that one was really good, so that's number 2. Number 3, Night of the Comet. I watched that for free on Pixel told me about that first, then Vision was like, oh yeah, I concur with Pixel. That one's good. So I added that to the list. I watched it, but I just, the last time, remember I told you guys? Last time I was at V-Stock, oh my lord, they wanted like $65. And I was like, I am not paying $65. Oh yeah, New York Ninja. Yeah. That one was good. Pixel, I just don't know why it took them forever to make it. New York Ninja is for sure on the list. Yep. Well, if I could spell it right, there we go. Number 5, Creep Show, 1 and 2. I'm just gonna put that on the same list. Creep Show 1 and 2. The Hills Have. Now I have seen The Hills Have Eyes. I just don't have them on Blu-ray. There's 2 of them, right? Visions. The Hills Have Eyes. 1 and 2, right? Yes, that one. I remember you telling me that one. Psycho Gorman. He's like the purple guy. He's the purple guy. Yep. All right, number 8. Yeah, I need to check out The Lighthouse. The Lighthouse. Because not all of these are horror movies. I mean, a lot of them are horror movies, but I need to check out The Lighthouse. The Lighthouse. Number 9. So far we got Christmas, Bloody Christmas, The Car, Night of the Comet, Creep Show 1 and 2, New York Ninja, The Hills Have Eyes 1 and 2, Psycho Gorman, The Lighthouse. So yeah. There's something wrong with the Johnsons. Uh-oh. I'm not doing that one, Pixel. That one sounds weird. I discovered a new one, Night of the Creeps. Pixel, have you ever seen Night of the Creeps, Visions? It was half me and half my friend. He goes, oh, Fears. He goes, I can't believe you've never seen Night of the Creeps. And I was like, never heard of it. I said, and then I looked at my friend last night, Visions, at work. He's like, oh, Fears, I know you love shitty, hilarious horror movies. He goes, Night of the Creeps. And I was like, is it any good? He goes, oh, it's classic 80s. He goes, you'll love it. And I said, oh, is it that good? And he goes, oh, it's good. But yeah, so Night of the Creeps. Have you ever seen that one? So yeah, Night of the Creeps. Night of the Creeps. Visions, Pixel, have you guys ever seen that? My friend said it's good. Then I need to get, what was that other one? What was that other one you guys told me about? Oh, I just had it. Let's see. Christmas, Bloody Christmas, The Car, Night of the Comet, New York Ninja, Creep Show 1 and 2, The Hills Have Eyes 1 and 2, Psycho Gorman, The Lighthouse, Night of the Creeps. What was the other one? Chud 2. That's right. Visions, I know you said you're not a fan, but I watched the trailer and oh my god, I was losing my mind. So Chud 2. So there we go. Chud 2. All right. Chud 2. Well, if I could write it. There we go. There we go. Chud 2. All right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, basket case 1, 2, and 3. That's right. Basket case 1, 2, and 3. Yep, I remember those. What was the other one I was thinking of? If you like Western, I like Westerns a little bit. But yeah. Yeah, Night of the Creeps is a classic. Oh, really, Pixel? Nice. Okay, good. Well, that's added to the list. What was the other one that you guys told me about? It was me and Randall were talking about. I just watched that a few months back. I didn't pay super close attention though. Well, me and Randall were just talking about this one in the last stream. It was Class of 1984. Of 1984. That's what it was. And then the sequel, Class of 1999, and then there's a sequel, Class of 1999 Part 2. Yep, there we are, Part 2. Oh Lord, no way, Pixel, no way, no way. Pig 2, Flower of Flesh and Blood. Listen, no offense to Visions. Visions, I couldn't take it, man. That trailer was nuts. Oh my Lord. That is not my cup of tea. Like you were saying, like, hey, Fears, like that other one was not your cup of tea. The other movie that I watched, Toxic Avenger, except for that one crazy scene where they kill the 12-year-old, that scene didn't sit with me well. But all the rest of it was fantastic. Toxic Avenger. I felt bad for Melvin, though. You know, he wasn't a bad guy. He's just a nerdy guy working out at the health spa, / gym. He's a little nerdy. He's a little annoying. But is that reason to throw him out of a window? No. So I felt bad for Melvin, but yeah. You remind me of Charlie Sheen. Oh Lord. I hope not, Visions. I hope not. Because Charlie Sheen is nuts. Well, he's a nice guy when he's not on drugs. But I don't want to be reminded of someone that did drugs. So I hope you were kidding. No. I think that is the same movie or the one series that Charlie Sheen called The Police when... Yeah. I don't want to be... I don't want to be reminded of someone that did drugs. He was crazy. He did date a hot porn star though. Brie Olson. He dated Brie Olson for a little while. So yeah, I'm definitely not Charlie Sheen. I know you guys are joking around, or I would hope you guys are joking around because no, thank you. That guy is insane, out of his mind. And Fears is a pretty sane person, so no thanks on Charlie Sheen. So yeah, all right. What was the next one? I'm trying to remember the other one. What was that other one? There's like one more to the list. You guys told me. Oh wait, Toxic Avenger. 2, 3, and 4. Because I already have one. So 2, 3, and 4. And then there's one more. What was that other one you guys were telling me about? I can't think of it. Well, you know what? I'm gonna save the list. If I can remember the one that you guys were telling me about, I'll reopen it. Let's see. Let me save that to my desktop. Movie list. Movie list. And I'm gonna title it Movie List. Movies I need to buy. There we go. I just can't remember that last one you guys were telling me about. That's it. No, that's not true, Visions. Bad Taste, I cannot wait to watch. I remember I watched the trailer. Darkman, that was the one I need to find. Here, let me reopen my list. Darkman. Darkman 1 through 3. That's right. I couldn't remember it. There it is. Darkman 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to really try and find that one. There we are. Darkman. All right. Well, I think that's a good start. Let's see. So we got Christmas, Bloody Christmas, The Car, Night of the Comet, New York Ninja, Creepshow 1 and 2, The Hills Have Eyes 1 and 2, Psycho Gorman, The Lighthouse, Night of the Creeps, Chud 2, Basket Case 1, 2, and 3, Class of 1984, Class of 1999, Class of 1999 Part 2, Toxic Avenger 2, 3, and 4, Darkman 1, 2. I know which one I was talking about. It was the, I just forgot it again. Fucking hell. Surf 2. Surf 2, that was it. Surf 2, I need to find that one. Surf 2. And then, the Surf Nazi one. That was the one I was thinking of. What's that one called, Pixel? What is it? So, Visions, why don't you think I'll like that? Because I think that one's cool. I really do. I'm not just saying that because me and you are friends. Peter Jackson, that's his first film. How he took his student project and then made it into a motion picture. That's fucking cool, man. That's fucking cool. I'm really excited to watch that. Because I watched the trailer and it looked hilarious. So, nothing against you, buddy. I think I'll like that one. Bad Taste is the one. I'm pretty sure that's the one, the Peter Jackson one. But what was the other one? What's the Surf Nazi one? What the hell? Hang on, let me Google it. That's why we have Google. That one needs to be on the list. I've been talking about that forever. Hang on. Hang on. Let me find it. Google. I know the name of it. I can't picture it. Hang on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to Google right now. Give me a second. I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm going to try to find it without you guys. Hang on. Let's see. Google. Give me a second here. My computer's kind of slow tonight. Give me a second. Oh, hang on. There we go. So it's Surf Nazi. What is it? Surf Nazi something. Isn't it like Surf Nazi Cyborgs? Oh, fucking hell. What the hell is it? I know it. Surf Nazis Must Die. I think that's what it is. Hang on. Is that what it is? That's what it is. Surf Nazis Must Die. Okay. Because that one I found on my own. I remember telling you guys, and you were like, oh yeah, Fears, like that one's fucking great. Alright, so that one is added to the list. That one's added to the list because it's so random. He's like a cyborg, and then I guess he's a Nazi. I guess we'll find out. I have no idea. We'll find out. So, Surf Nazis Must Die. So, yeah. Alright. Alright. Now the list is complete. It was those two picks, so I could, and Vision, I couldn't remember, finally. But yeah, alright, let me save this. Save progress. There we are. Alright, I got it. Yo, Chicken Wizard, what's up? He says, very ridiculous titles. Right? They are. They're pretty ridiculous. But yeah. I'm just curious, were you joking, Visions, when you said I remind you of Charlie Sheen? And if you were being dead serious, why? Because I'm a Christian. I'm like nothing like Charlie Sheen. I hope you were kidding. Well, yeah. Vision says it's a very violent, gory, low-budget film from New Zealand. What? The Surf Nazis Must Die? Okay. All right. Well, good to know. Well, you know what? If I can get through Toxic Avenger, I can get through Surf Nazis Must Die. Because I watched the trailer and it looked insane. And it like takes place in the future. And it's like this rival war between surfers or some shit. One guy's got a robotic arm. And I'm like, I have to see this. Oh, were you talking about Cannibal Holocaust? I've heard of that one, Pixel. I've just never seen it. I've never seen it. But I know it takes place like in the woods or some shit, right? You've told me about that one. You know what? Let's watch the trailer. Cannibal Holocaust. And then we'll get to the reviews. We'll get to the topics. Oh Lord, what am I getting myself into here? Oh Lord. Lord. Because you're repulsed by the gore in the pig films, and Charlie reported it to the authorities for believing it was real. Oh, really? Well, I would never report a movie, but I'm just saying the gore in that movie, Visions. I know it's like one of your favorite films. I couldn't take it, man. I couldn't take it. Bad Taste is the gory, low budget. But Pixel, that's the one that was Peter Jackson's, right? Hang on, let me Google it. I'm pretty sure that was the Peter, because I thought it was so cool that Peter Jackson got his low budget film into like a major motion picture. Hey Larry, what's up? Good to see you. But no, I'm nothing like Charlie Sheen. That guy's nuts. I mean, I'm glad that he sobered up, which is, I mean, that's really good that same thing like Steve-O. I'm glad he sobered up. But yeah, I heard Bam is in bad shape, and I used to look up to Bam, but now I would want nothing to do with him. When I met him, Bam was at the height of his career. He had like a hot ass wife, that Missy girl. Him divorcing Missy, I cannot believe he did that. I mean, his new wife, she's okay, but Missy is so much hotter than the wife that he's with now. That's just my opinion. I would if I was married to Missy, I never would get rid of her. That's just me, because she was smoking hot. And I think he only drank back then. I don't think he did drugs. I think what really messed up Bam was the loss of his friend Ryan Dunn, because I know they were like brothers. Losing a friend and a parent, that's always hard. That's always hard. But you should never start doing drugs and going ballistic and all that stuff. Like, he's in bad shape. All right, let me make sure this is the right one. Bad Taste trailer. I think I've seen this. I think you told me about this one. Oh yeah, this is it. This is the one. Yeah. This is the one. This is the aliens. This is the alien one. That chase humans for their human flesh, for their intergalactic fast food chain or whatever, and it had Peter Jackson in it. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I loved this one. The trailer looked fantastic. Visions. Yeah, I remember you telling me this is the one. This is Peter Jackson's independent film, but before he did Lord of the Rings, and I thought it looked amazing. I can't wait to watch it. But you're saying it's really gory. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to sit through it and watch it because it looks great. Now, let me find out what the other one was. What was the other one, Pixel? Holocaust something? Hang on. I've heard of this one, but I've never seen a single frame of it. Let's see. Cannibal Holocaust. All right, let's have a little look-see at this. Oh, Lord. All right, here we go. All right. Let's have a little watchy. Cannibal Holocaust. Oh, Lord. Cannibal Holocaust trailer. All right. It looks super old. All right, here we go.
Slices this big should come with instructions. Fold here.
All right.
Big New Yorker from Pizza Hut.
Ridex is scientifically proven to break down
Gotta
septic
love
waste.
these trailers.
Guaranteed.
Gotta love these
Get you
trailers.
together with Ridex.
Wow, this looks super old. When did they make this, Pixel? The following motion picture contains intense Oh,
Four
Lord.
young and fearless Americans, children of the space age, armed with cameras, microphones, and curiosity. Alan Yates.
Oh, Lord, I'm getting a Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of vibe. Because, like, the start of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you know, it says, like, this movie depicts, like, intense acts of violence and gore. And then it was, like, 4 friends, you know, were lost. And it was called The Bloody Massacre, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's kind of starting like this. So I'm getting a Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of vibe. All right, here we go.
Faye Daniels and their 2 cameramen and inseparable friends, Jack Anders.
I do like the old video cameras in this film.
Never came back. Are they still alive? And if so, where are they? These are the questions that the rescue team sponsored by New York University and the Pan American Broadcasting System hope to be able to answer.
All right. It looks like a very gritty film. Like, it looks like all handheld, and I guess that's what they were going for. I'm intrigued. I don't know if I'd want to watch this, Visions, but I'm definitely my curiosity is sparked. So.
Oh, good Lord. It's unbelievable. It's horrible. I can't understand the reason for such cruelty. It must have something to do with
Oh my God! Oh Lord! All right, I'm done. I can't watch anymore. All right, I'm good. No, I don't think I'll watch that anytime soon, Visions. Towards the end, it was getting very bloody. My stomach started, like, they were eating people's, like, brains and eating, like, one guy, like, took a bite out of someone's arm. I was like, nah, I'm good. Again, with me, a little blood will do you. If it's buckets of blood, I'm good. I'll be honest, there's not much blood in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like, there's a little bit. It's more shock value in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I like more suspenseful films. Like, I'll give you an example. A lot of people think there's a lot of blood in and a lot of gore in like the original Halloween with Michael Myers. There's only a little bit of blood. There's a little bit of blood when you discover that Michael killed, like, the mechanic guy, and he steals his mechanic suit. He's laying in a field, and there's, like, blood, like, trickling, like, down his face. So I think less is more. But some movie makers are like, oh, no, we got to fill it up with gore and gore. I like less is more. Suspenseful is better. Like, it makes the audience think, like, oh, God, like what's around the corner? Is he around the corner? I don't know. He may be around the corner. Oh, shit, you know? So I couldn't watch the rest of that. I don't know if I'll watch that anytime soon. I was intrigued. I definitely was intrigued, but that was getting kind of crazy towards the end. You are not kidding. So it's a low-budget horror movie from New Zealand, Visions. Oh, Lord. That one's nuts. That was nuts. Man. So I definitely will watch Bad Taste, but the Holocaust thing, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. But Visions, I definitely will. I like Bad Taste. That looks cool. Plus, I'm a big fan of Peter Jackson. That one I definitely will watch, for sure. Pixel, I'm sorry, I can't watch that Holocaust one, man. Towards, like, the beginning and middle was like, okay, they come across this tribe. Towards the end, though, the tribe just goes batshit crazy on those filmmakers. I did like those old movie cameras, though, Pixel, that they had in the film. Those old movie cameras looked amazing. But yeah. Vision says, that one was filmed in South America. Oh, okay. So Bad Taste was in New Zealand. Okay, got it. Gotcha. Yeah, so I can't watch the Holocaust one. That one was too nuts, Pixel. Pixel, you've seen that movie? Whew. Dude, you're brave. Towards the end, Pixel, you are dead right. They came upon the wrong tribe. That they did, my friend. Yeah. So yeah. But no, I'll be honest, Pixel. I want to sit through the Peter Jackson one because I'm a big fan of Peter Jackson. Like his Lord of the Rings movie is great. But I will say, my favorite cameo that Peter Jackson has ever done. The one that Peter Jackson has ever done. I love Peter Jackson's cameo as the crazy batshit Santa in Hot Fuzz. Did you know that he was in that, Pixel? He does a cameo because I guess Simon Pegg is a big fan of Peter Jackson, just like how I am. And his cameo is like 10 seconds. He grabs the police officer and shoves a knife through his hand. And Peter Jackson was that guy in the Santa Claus suit. Did you know that? And a buddy told me, he goes, Fears, he goes, you're half British. He goes, you'll love this. I did not know until my friend told me. I was like, really? I'm like, that's him? I looked it up online. I was like, oh shit, my friend was. Not that my friend wasn't telling the truth. I just wanted to do some research myself. So I Googled it and I was like, oh shit, he was in Hot Fuzz and he was the bad, crazy Santa. I was like, oh damn. So yeah. Again, I can take some blood, but I'm intrigued, Pixel. When I watched Bad Taste trailer, it looked alright, but man, the Holocaust thing, I don't know if I could sit through that one, but yeah. Dead Alive is another Peter Jackson movie, also known as Brain Dead. Okay, I'll check that one out. I've heard of Reanimator. Pixel, and the guy that's in Reanimator, I don't know his actor name, like his real name, but I know the guy in Reanimator, he did tons of episodes of Star Trek. He played the blue Andorian from, like the main blue Andorian from Star Trek Enterprise. He was like, in every single episode that they had an Andorian, he was in it, which was tons. They did tons of episodes with Andorians in Star Trek Enterprise. Then he played a few characters. He played like 4 or 5 different characters in Deep Space Nine, and then he did like maybe 2 or 3 episodes of Star Trek: The Next Generation. So he's a good actor. So I know Jeffrey. That's his name. I just couldn't think of his name. So I know the actor you're talking about, and I know the movie you're talking about, but I've never seen Reanimator. I heard it's good. I know they made 2, right? They made 2 of them. So yeah, I'll have to definitely check that out. Yeah, Dead Alive is soaked in blood. Oh, okay. Well then I don't know if I could check that out. But yeah. It depends. If it's a little gore, I'm fine. But if it is just drained in buckets and buckets, that's like Holocaust. I was fine through the beginning. I was fine through the middle. Then towards the end, like when they started like biting someone, like they literally like ripped someone's arm off and he's biting his arm. And then there's like blood shooting out of the guy's neck. I was like, I don't know if I can get through this. So yeah. But it was good. It was good until then, Pixel. I was like, I'm good. So yeah. Yeah, so you guys have got stronger stomachs than me. If it gets too bloody, I'm like, I'm out. Well, yeah. But no, I'm going to sit through Bad Taste. I've got to check this out. Because if it's Peter Jackson's first film, I'm going to sit through it. So yeah. Like, I sat through the trailer and I was like, okay. I'm like, this is hilarious. I mean, this is a cheesy horror movie. I will say, Pixel and Visions, my favorite cheesy horror film that I've watched recently, I gotta say, Bloody Valentine was pretty good. It was suspenseful. There wasn't too much blood. There was just enough blood. I really enjoyed Bloody Valentine. I did like Toxic Avenger. I just didn't like that one scene. That one scene was just too much. That one really put a bad taste in Fears' mouth. I was like, really? Do we really need him running a 12-year-old kid over? And his head popped like in a balloon. And I was like, this is so fucked up. This is beyond belief fucked up. So I didn't like that scene. But the rest of Toxic Avenger, A+. And Randy was like, Fears, you've got to check out that cartoon. I was like, oh, I'll check out the cartoon. I was astounded, though. The thing that astounded me the most, Pixel and Visions, was I had no idea. This cartoon must have passed me by. I could see Toxic Avenger. I never thought in a million years that they would make a RoboCop cartoon. I've got to check that out. Because Randy said you can watch free episodes of it on YouTube. So I watched one the other day. I watched the first episode the other day, and I was like, okay, right on. This is cool. And on eBay, you can get the whole series. On eBay, you can get the whole series. So, yeah. You've got to watch the Dead Alive trailer. It has a line you mentioned before, I think, the kicking ass for the Lord line. I don't know if I ever said that. Well, I'll at least sit through the trailer. I don't know if... You said it was filled with buckets of blood, though, so... All right, here we go. I don't know. I'll do my best to get through it. If it gets too nuts, I'm gonna click off. All right. Because you guys know I love you, Pixel and Visions, but some of these movies, whew, man, some of them I can get through and some of them I can't. All right, here we go. Oh, Lord, I'm a little nervous. Dead Alive. Oh, Lord. Buckets of blood. All right, well, here we go. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Well, from the look of it, there's a guy going like that, and he's just covered in blood. Oh, Lord. I'm nervous. Oh, Lord, I'm nervous. Okay, all right, well, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, so far it's cheesy. Starts with an old grandma and some, like, rat monster, like, eating her, I guess. All right. So far, not too bad. So far what I've gotten is this old lady comes out of her house and this rat monster, like, comes out of, like, the bushes and, like, bites her. Then she starts having a lot of, like, crazy dreams. So far, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, it's got a British guy in it. Wait, is this a British film, Pixel? Let me know. Let me know after the after I finish the trailer. He sounds British. Oh. Oh, Lord. That's not good. That's not right. He's really enjoying this pudding. Oh, he is British. He is British. He's really enjoying this pudding. Oh, Lord. Okay. This looks very cheesy. Very, very cheesy. All right. So far, I'm fine. So far, I'm fine. All right, this guy's whole family is, like, being decayed, like, right in front of him. Why is this guy, like, acting like it's no big deal? Like, his grandma's ear falls off into some pudding, into some Christmas pudding. I've had Christmas pudding, by the way. It's one of the best British dishes ever. It's so good. But I don't know. It just doesn't make... So this rat monster bites the grandma, and then I guess the infection spreads from the grandma to the whole family. Because I've reached in the trailer, he's like serving his like dead family members like some pudding, and they're just sitting there, and they're like decaying right in front of them. So far, this isn't too bad, the trailer. Alright, so far, not too bad. This looks like a cheesy British... This is like a cheesy British horror film. I'm actually intrigued. It's not too bad. Well, maybe it's a lot worse, the actual movie, but the trailer is not too bad. Oh, wow. Okay, a zombie baby. A zombie baby is eating someone.
Party's over.
Oh, wow. Alright, so now he's got a lawnmower, and he says, party's over. I guess he's going to kill a bunch of people. Alright, maybe this is where it gets really bloody. Oh! Yep. Oh, Lord! Yep. Wow, he is covered in blood. Oh, my God. Alright, I was good until the very end. Whoo! This whole room is filled with blood. He chops people up with a fucking lawnmower. God damn, that's nuts. Oh! My God.
Drown them both, Mum.
Alright, I'm done. Whew! Man, I was good until the end, Pixel. I was good. He's holding the lawnmower, and then someone's head is like spinning like in the blade, and blood hits the British guy in the face. It looked like a cheesy horror movie, and then the end, buckets of blood. I could probably sit through that whole movie up until the end. I guess the end is where he like chops him up with the fucking lawnmower. Woo! That was nuts. That was insane. It looked like a cheesy British horror film. I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get enough courage to watch it, because I am intrigued because it is a British film. But man, that the lawnmower thing, that's what put it over the edge for me. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, here we go. Because I was fine. I was totally fine until the very end. I was like, oh man. Oh man. So yeah. Anyway. The Peter Jackson ones are more comedic. Yeah, okay, yeah. That it did look. It did, like the Bad Taste one, Visions. That it did look very comedic. It did look very comedic. All right, let me catch up with the comments. It was someone else that liked that line. I misremember, but you still got to see it. Listen, I sat through it, buddy. Woo! It's a cheesy, funny, probably Jackson's best earlier film. The trailer isn't bad. Yeah, I sat through the Bad Taste one. That one wasn't bad. So yeah. Oh Lord. You might be on a different trailer. That one probably doesn't have the line. I was fine until the lawnmower sequence. The lawnmower sequence, I was like, holy shit. So yeah. If it doesn't have the kick-ass for the Lord part, I'll send you a Twitter message. Yeah, I gotta hear that one. I gotta hear that one. But yeah. Well, Larry, I love cheesy horror films. That's why I watch them. They make me laugh, these cheesy horror films. So, all right, let's get to the review, shall we? So, on a better note, on a Christian note, let's review this, shall we? After all those hilarious cheesy horror movies, let's get to the actual review. So yeah. So that was a nice trip down memory lane. Man, woo! That lawnmower sequence was nuts. Anyway, I highly suggest this film, guys. It's my favorite Christian movie of all time so far. If they make a better movie than this movie, I'll be astounded. And this is a really good Christian movie. So yeah, it's basically about this guy that goes through a traumatic experience. He's camping with his wife and his 3 children, and his young little girl unfortunately gets abducted. And when they find who abducted his little girl, all they can find of the little girl is like her clothes. So they pronounce his little girl dead, and he just breaks down like anyone would. And so it says like a few years later, so like I think it's like a year or 2 later, and he's having hard times like coping with it, as anyone that would lose a child in such a traumatic way like that, you know, that's a hard. I've never had to go through that, but I'm sure it's a hard thing to go through. So things are going bad. Like things at work are going. They went from good. Like he was at the height of his career, but now he's just kind of slacking off at work, going through the motions. His neighbor is a Christian, and his neighbor is like always like, "Hey, how about we go fishing? How about we talk?" And he's like, "No, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good." And he's like, "Well, if you don't talk about it, it's just going to get worse." And he's like, "Look, I don't want to talk about it. I'm fine." And he keeps saying he's fine, but he's not fine. Like, he's far from it. And one weekend, his wife says, "Look, something's got to change." He goes, "I'm going to take me and the kids to a therapist, and we need to talk about this." And she goes, "I really want you to come." And he's like, "I think it's best if just you and the kids go." And he goes, I'm fine. I'm done." He goes, I'm done. So before they leave, he comes home from work, and it snowed, and the mailbox is open. So he's like, "Well, why is my mailbox open?" And basically, it's an invitation from God. So, and before his little girl died, she called God Papa. So that was like her little thing between her and God. She would always call God Papa. So he's like, "Well, why is my mailbox open?" So he goes over to the mailbox and grabs it, and he opens up this little envelope, and it says, "Dear Mac, it's been quite a while. I've missed you. If you feel like talking, come to the shack. I'll be here all weekend. I hope you accept my invitation," or something like that. So he thinks it's somebody messing with him. He goes, "Could it be that guy that abducted my child? Is he messing with me? Like, is he messing with me?" So he goes over to the neighbor's house, and he's like, "Is this a joke?" And then his neighbor, that's a Christian, goes, "Mac, I didn't write this." And then he goes, "Did you see any footprints in the snow?" He goes, "No, I didn't see any footprints in the snow." And he goes, "You don't think it's from God, do you?" And he goes, "I don't know what to believe." He goes, "But I know somebody put it in my mailbox." And then his Christian neighbor's like, "Well, are you going to go up there?" He goes, "What if it's that guy that abducted your little girl? What if he's trying to, like, get you to come up there and do God knows what?" And he goes, "I don't know what to believe." But he goes, "I've got to find out for myself what this is all about." So he asks his neighbor, "Hey, can I borrow the truck?" He goes, I'm going to need a 4-wheel drive truck to get up there." And he goes, "Yeah, sure, man." He goes, "You want me to come with you?" And the neighbor tries to go with him, but Mac's like, "No, I got to do this on my own." So he says goodbye to his mom. I'm sorry, not his mom. He says goodbye to his wife and his other 2 children. They go off, to the therapist, and he drives up there. And basically the shack that this guy took his daughter to do God knows what, to her, it's like abandoned. It's all snowed in. And he gets there, and he brings a gun just in case. And he like looks around for a couple of minutes, and nothing happens. And he basically just says to himself, "Yeah, some God, you give me an invitation, and you don't even like show up." So he rips up the pieces of paper, throws on the ground, and he's going back to his truck. And then all of a sudden, Jesus descends from the mountain. And he goes, "Oh, I'm so glad you accepted our invitation." He goes, "The Holy Spirit and God is waiting. So come with me." And he goes, "This is a joke, right? This is a joke." And he's like, "It's not." He goes, "It's not a joke." He goes, "Not at all." So he's like, "Just come with me and we'll explain." So he's kind of like reluctant. He's like, "I don't know what's going on here." And so But reluctantly, he follows Jesus, or this guy saying that he's Jesus. Come to find out, it really is Jesus, and all of a sudden the snow starts to melt away. So he's walking with Jesus, he's right behind Jesus, and it goes from like a snowy atmosphere, this wonderful like forest, like the sun's coming through, there's tons of flowers, so it like changes within an instant. And all of a sudden you see a beautiful cabin at on the edge of a lake. And so she's like, and God is portrayed by I don't remember her name, but she's been in so many movies. She's a famous black actress. Hang on, let me see. Does it say it on here? I don't know how to pronounce her name, but her. She's a famous black actress. Sam Worthington plays Mac, and Tim McGraw, I think he plays Mac's Christian neighbor. So he gets there, and God is portrayed by a black woman, and then Jesus is portrayed as kind of like a like this Mexican guy, kind of, and then the Holy Spirit is represented by this. She's like a famous actress slash model. She is one of the most beautiful ladies I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't remember her name, but there she is. So she portrays God, and then I don't know if you guys can see it, but this guy right here, he portrays Jesus. And then they don't have the Holy Spirit, the lady that plays the Holy Spirit. That's his Christian neighbor, though. And then that's his little girl. That's his little girl that unfortunately gets abducted. And basically, like, Mac goes through this incredible journey. Like, and he goes, "What's this all about?" He goes, "Why am I here?" And they're like, "You need help." They're like, "Look, you've been through a traumatic experience that." They're like, we can only imagine, like, what's going on, you know? Like, we can only imagine, like, what you've had to go through. And he goes, like, I'm God, this is Jesus, and then this is the Holy Spirit, and we're here to help you. And they basically take him on this unbelievable journey. Like they say, like, you need to learn the power of forgiveness. And he goes, I am not forgiving that guy that abducted my little girl. And they said, the only way for you to get over this is to forgive him. And they said, I know it's going to be hard. And it really struck a chord with me because I sometimes struggle with forgiveness. Like, people have done horrible things to me online. And some people I've forgiven, and other people I still struggle to forgive. Maybe one day I'll forgive them. We'll see. But it's a very powerful film. It's one of my favorite Christian films. I've never read the book. It's based on a book. And I told you guys some backstory of it. Basically, this guy said, I want to give my kids a gift. And so basically what he does is he goes, I'm going to write this story. And he was only going to make 14. He made 14 copies. He wrote it, made 14 copies, and said, here's one for my wife. I'm going to keep a copy. The writer had I think 4 kids, so he gave a copy to 4 of his kids as a gift. And then the rest of the copies, he just gave to some of his personal friends, said, don't pass this out, but let me know what you think. Like I wrote this story as a gift for my wife and my children for Christmas. And his friends come back and say, this story is so amazing, you can't just let your wife and your kids have it. Like, everybody has to hear this story. And he was reluctant. He's like, no. Like, I really just wrote it as a gift for my wife and my children. I don't think anyone else. And then his friends begged him. They said, you've got to get this published into a book. He goes, everyone has got to read this. And then between his family and his friends, they basically convinced him and said, like, you really should publish this. Like, I think everyone would love this story. And I know I did. Thank God his wife and his kids and his friends convinced him to publish it. So he gets it published. It becomes super famous around the world. And then they turned it into a movie. And when did they make this movie? They made this movie in Hang on. Does it say it? When did they make this into a movie? Oh, so they made it in 2019. So the year that I moved down to Florida, that's when they made it. It's a very powerful story. I got a couple of tears watching it. It really moved me. And hardly any movie moves me, but when they do move me, sometimes fears shed some tears. It's okay to shed tears. If a movie, I think it's totally okay if a movie moves you into an emotional state, which this one did. It's okay to cry, you know. So this one, I definitely shedded a few tears. Every time I watch it, I've shedded at least one or two tears. But it is a powerful film. I think even if you're not a Christian, you should totally watch it. I referred it to Visions. Visions, I think you would definitely like it. Pixel, you should definitely check it out. I think everybody in the community should check it out. It's an amazing film. I love it. Like I said, it's my favorite Christian movie. So good. All right, let me catch up with the comments here. And then I'll go back to reviewing it. Definitely it gets a 10 out of 10. And you guys know I only give out some 10 out of 10s like when I really like a movie. So yeah. Let me see here. Let me scroll down. Let's see, where did I leave off? Fears, you ever watch Officer and a Gentleman? Kind of the same way your father and your mother met, from what you said. Oh, really? Oh, nice. No, I've never seen that. Officer and a Gentleman. No, I've never heard of that movie. I'll definitely check it out. Let's see here. Vision said, I always wanted to watch Henry Fonda pick blueberries. I'll put it on the list. Okay. I've never heard of that one either. Vision said, I started watching it last night, but was working at the same time and couldn't really pay attention. I'll give it another shot. Definitely, Pixel. Definitely Visions. Like, wait and watch it when you've got nothing else to do. I'm telling you, you will love it. Sit down with your girlfriend, watch it. You'll love it. Like, you don't even have to be a Christian to like this movie. It's just an amazing, powerful story. And I think the backstory is so good. A Christian man wanted to give. He goes, you know what? He goes, I'm sick of just like buying things like for my family, like as a Christmas present. He goes, I want to give them like an actual amazing gift, like from the heart. So I really like that. He was like, you know what? I don't know if I'm not that. He goes, I don't. And he even said it in an interview. So there's tons of interviews and behind the scenes. There's a ton of bonus features. And he literally said in the interview, he goes, I didn't know if I was going to be a good writer. He thought, you know what? Like, I'm moved by the Holy Spirit and I'm moved by my family. I'm just going to pick up a pen and I'm going to give this writing thing a go. And I'm just going to write a beautiful story and I'm going to give it as a gift to my wife and my kids. And he literally said, he goes, I made 14 copies. He goes, I kept one copy. He goes, so I have my original copy. He goes, I gave one to my wife and 3 copies to my 3 children. He goes, and then the rest of the copies, he goes, I gave one to my mom and a couple of friends and my dad and said, listen, this is mainly for my family, but read it. Let me know what you guys think. And everyone was like, this story is amazing. You've got to check it out. It's fantastic. You need to share this story like with the world. He goes, everybody needs to hear this story. Everybody, he goes, how did you think of this? He goes, well, he goes, the Spirit moved me and I'm a big Christian and like I just said, oh, this would make a good story. I'll add this piece. I'll add that piece to it. And I love the story. But initially, let me get back to the review. So initially, Mac goes there. It's either Matt or Mac. I can't remember the main character's name. I think it's Mac. He goes there, and he doesn't know if it's real or if it's in a dream. Because after all this amazing things happen to him, he wakes up and he's on the ground, inside the crappy cabin that one guy abducted his daughter and took his daughter to. So he wakes up and he's like, was all this a dream or did it really happen? And it leaves it to the audience. Did it really happen? Or did Mac just go to sleep on the floor and then he woke up and it was all in his head? You know, I'm not going to tell you how it ends, you know, Visions and everybody else, because I don't want to ruin it. But I'll tell you my two favorite scenes. My two favorite scenes, because I can't pick between these two. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do a classic Fears, it's between this and this, but these two scenes are that amazing. So there's one scene where the Holy Spirit and Jesus and God walk up to him and say, today's a very special day. Like, we've got a surprise for you, and it's a gift from us to you. And he's like, what's going on? And they're like, just follow us. Like we'll explain everything. And then they take him out to a field, and they say, look across the field. Somebody wants to talk to you. And out of the shadows comes his dad, like kind of like a spiritual ghost of his dad. And him and his dad get to reconcile because his dad was very abusive to Mac. And his dad's like, I'm so sorry for all the pain I put you through. And he goes, you're the father that I never was. He goes, you treat your children amazing. And so they're able to reconcile, and the ghost of his dad like gives Mac a hug. That's a powerful scene. It's one of my favorite scenes. So that was the first one. The second one is where he sits down and he has a conversation with God, like over breakfast. That one's really good. And there's a few scenes like that, but when you watch it, Visions, there's this towards the end of the conversation, he gets mad and he throws, it's either a coffee cup or a teacup, because he says, like, if you're God and you're the almighty powerful, he goes, then why did you let my daughter die? He goes, you had the power to save her. Why didn't you save her? You know? And he goes, oh yeah, some God. Oh, yeah. Like, did she deserve that? No, she didn't deserve that. And he goes, you couldn't just help her? He goes, where were you when she needed you? And where were you when I needed you and the rest of my family? So he's like, you know what? He's like, the hell with you. He goes, I'm done. So the conversation starts off good, and then he gets mad and throws, a coffee cup, and then he walks away. So, but before he freaks out and gets mad, the conversation they have is very powerful. So those two scenes are probably the most epic, well, at least in my opinion, those two scenes are the most epic and moving. So I hope you enjoy it, Visions. I hope everybody else will check it out. It was really a powerful story. Like I said, you don't even have to be Christian to like this. Like, I encourage people that are Christians, if you are Christians out there, definitely check it out. You'll love it. Me being a Christian myself, I was moved by it. I was overwhelmed by it. I definitely got teary-eyed. It's a really good movie. I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad it's in my collection. It's really good. And I'm going to tell my mom to watch it, because my mom's like, hey, have you seen any good movies lately the other day? And I said, Mom, you need to watch this movie. So I'm thinking about taking it with me on the trip and be like, hey, Mom, do you want to watch it together? Or I'll just, my mom's got, what is it? What are those streaming channels? What is it, Pixel? God, Fears feels old school when I have to think about this stuff, because I don't do any of those streaming. It's like Hulu, or whatever the other one is. My mom's got Hulu, or what's the other streaming one? I forgot the streaming. My mom's got both of those streaming, so I'll probably just tell my mom, hey, Hulu it, Netflix it. Yeah, Netflix it. So yeah. No, there's not too much love in it, Visions. There's just enough love. It's more about the power of forgiveness, the power of prayer, the power. I know you're joking around, Visions. It's about the power of prayer, the power of Christianity, the power of forgiveness, family, friendship, love. It's about all that. So, I know you're joking around. Like, if there was a love scene with a lawnmower and hearts coming out of it, I would turn off. Well, guess what? That turned me off. The lawnmower one was nuts. So yeah. I think it's Netflix, Pixel. I just couldn't remember the name of it. My mom's got two. She's got Netflix and Hulu, so I'll probably just tell my mom to Netflix it. But I think you guys will love it. I know you're joking around, Visions, but watch it. Watch it. Give it another go. I think you'll like it. But watch it when you don't have any work going on, because I know you work every night making prints and stuff for your website. If you have a free night, just sit down with you and your girlfriend, watch. I think you'll like it. Pixel, I definitely will refer it to you, too. Anyone else in the community, too. I think you guys will really like it. It definitely moved me. It's a very powerful, loving story. So, I wish I could tell you guys the end of it, but, you know, I'll ruin it, you know. So I don't want to ruin it for anyone. So, yeah. All right. Time to review Space Camp. Now, I have not seen this movie in ages. And I returned something the other day at my library, Pixel and Visions and everybody else. So, Lawnmower Man, add that to the list. I've never heard of that one. Well, let me watch the trailer, buddy, before I go on to review Space Camp. Lawnmower Man? Is it a I can't watch Christian movies. My seat starts to get too hot. I'm just saying, Pixel, to each their own. I mean, if you don't want to watch it, you know, I'm not going to force you. I think you'll like it, though. I really do. It's such a power. I mean, I got moved by that movie. I mean, it was a really good movie. I'm just saying. I think you should check it out. I encourage people. I don't force my religion on people, but I encourage people to, you know, check out Christian movies and to check out being a Christian. But it's not for everybody, so if you don't watch it, Pixel, I'm not going to hold it against you. But you're missing out on a good movie, I'm just saying. So I'm encouraging people to watch that. It's such a powerful, good movie. So Visions, Pixel, I hope you watch it. I hope everybody else in the community watches it. It's really good. But again, I don't force people to do anything. That's just not me. All right, let's figure out what this Lawnmower Man is. I've never heard of this. It's definitely not a rag to riches story, Visions. Oh, wait, are you talking about the Lawnmower Man? Okay. Oh, shit. Pixel, I know you're joking around. Come on. He says, when I watch Christian movies, the horns on my head get bigger. Oh, Lord. All right, well, I'll leave it at that. Pixel, I'll leave it in your hands. You can either watch it or don't watch it, but it is a power. I know you're playing around, Pixel, which is okay. But I think you'll love it. Let's see. Lawnmower Man, he says, it's not gory. It's not gory, just bad. But kind of fun, cheesy, futuristic. I've never heard of it. Lawnmower Man? News to me. All right, let's see. Lawnmower Man trailer. Is there one Pixel, or did they make a couple of sequels to it? Like, is it just one? Is it like a one-off type of thing, or yeah? Anyway, that's my spiel. I definitely give it a 10 out of 10, guys. I think you should totally check it out. That's just me. Again, like I said, I don't force religion on people, but I love being a Christian. I love God. I love the Holy Spirit. I love Jesus. I wish we were closer. Like I was telling Yakov the other day. Sometimes when I get really emotional, I shut down. Like if I get stressed out, I shut down. That's why I tell you guys, whenever I'm really stressed or bummed or, you know, a troll is like going nuts on me, I go away for a couple days and I don't stream or I don't make videos. You know, that's just my way of handling it. I need to handle it better, really. Like, I did call my church the other day and said, hey, I'm not going to be able to go to church this Sunday. You won't see me for 10 days. And my buddy at church, my buddy Matt that has, you know, his wife, not Matt, man. My buddy Matt at church that has, he's been in the vlogs, the church vlog. He's the guy that, his wife, her name is Jen, and then they have 3 children. Maxwell's been in the vlogs. That funny, hilarious little guy. And he goes, where are you going, Fierce? So I called my friend Matt. He's like, where are you going for 10 days? I said, buddy, I'm due for a vacation. I said, some things have been stressing me out. He goes, what about work? He goes, is work stressing you out? I said, no, not really. I said, it's just people online stressing me out. And I said, I'm a visit. I said, I haven't seen my mom or my brother or my grandma in almost a year. I said, since my dad died. And he went, oh, yeah. He goes, well, Fears. He goes, if it's been that long. I said, it's been a good minute, buddy. And so he's like, well, go visit. He goes, He goes, of course, Fears. Take some time off and go visit them. I said, oh, yeah. I said, that's why I'm doing it. I said, oh, yeah. I said, I'm just going to relax, hang out with my buddy Eric, do some grilling. That I can't wait for, Pixel. He's like, hey, Fears. He's like, beer? Ready to drink some beer? Ready to grill? I was like, oh, buddy, I'm ready. I said, let's grill it up. Let's beer it up. I am excited to see what my buddy Eric, because you know, Pixel, I love my buddy Eric, but he's very private. He will not let me make a video of his nerd collection. I'm going to try. Every year I try. I'm like, come on, Eric. The fans want to see your nerd collection. He won't even let me take a picture of it. I'm telling you, Pixel, if you saw his nerd collection, you and other people would be impressed. His nerd collection is going fucking nuts. It's great. So hopefully he'll let me at least take a photo so I can show you guys. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing my friend Travis and Jonathan and Mike. We're going to do Ultimate Bowling Guys tonight like we always do. I cannot wait to see my Missouri church family because they were like, hey, Fears, you want to come to church? And I was like, yeah, I'll come to church. And so I can't wait to, because they're like, we want an update. We want to know what's been going on, what you've been doing, where you've been working now. And because I have some of my church family on my Facebook, but not all of them. And I was like, yeah, I said, I'll come to church and I'll give everybody an update. I said, yeah, no worries. And then I can't wait to see Grandma Fears. And my mom's like, well, you want to go visit your dad, right? I was like, of course. I said, I'm going to go visit him twice. I said, because my mom wants me to go one day with her. I said, yeah. I said, Mom, one day I'll go with you. And then I told my mom, Pixel and Visions, my idea about making a tribute video for my dad and put it on the main channel. I said, well, Mom, do you mind if I make a tribute video for Dad? She goes, no, of course not. I said, well, one day I'm going to go alone. And I said, I'm going to have a conversation off camera alone with Dad that I need to tell him a few things. I said, and 2, then I'm going to film some of his grave and make a really cool tribute video. So look forward to that. I hope you guys enjoy my dad's tribute video. But the reason why I haven't made it yet is because my friend gave me the idea. He goes, well, Fears, he goes, if you're making a tribute about your dad, he goes, you got to have a cameo of him in it. And I was like, that's very true. So I can't wait to take some more pictures of my dad's grave and get some video of it. And I'm going to make a really cool tribute video. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. All right, let's see what this lawnmower thing's all about, because no offense, Pixel, I've never heard of this. All right, Lawnmower Man trailer. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, wow, just by the cover, it looks futuristic. Okay. Let's see here. I think this is it. I don't know if this is it, Pixel. I hope so. Is it the 1992 one? It says the Lawnmower Man Collector's Edition official trailer 1992. Is that it? Is that the one? I hope it's the right one. It's got some guy with like long flowing blonde hippie hair. I hope this is it. I hope this is the one. Apparently there's a Lawnmower 2 because a Lawnmower Man 2 because whenever I googled the trailer, it said Lawnmower Man 2. So I guess they made a sequel to it. I guess this is it. All right, let's have a look see.
Elevator going up to perfection. Wow.
All right. So you said
another ad.
So you said it's futuristic.
Fudge. Enjoy the interruption with Keebler.
All right, here we go.
From the imagination comes the story of a man
Go. Come on, boy, let's go. Grass is waiting for you.
with the mind of a child.
Yeah, Cybo Man. He came to see me.
Cybo, man.
Oh my God. Okay, so this guy in it, Pixel, the same guy that plays like kind of like the young guy with blonde hair, he's the crazy guy out of Psycho 3 that runs the Bates Motel, and then like Norman Bates like finds out that he's like been running his hotel bad. Because the minute I saw this guy's face, I'm like, that guy was in Psycho 3. The minute I saw him, I was like, the guy with the long blonde hair, I was like, that's the same guy that's in Psycho 3 because they made 4 of them. They made 4 of them. So I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah.
Comics, right?
Yeah, Cyberman.
And a doctor.
Virtual reality holds a key to the
Oh
evolution of
wow, Pierce Brosnan is in this movie. I like, he made a very good Bond movie. Nice. Yeah, he did a very good job as Bond. I liked his performance, but like my 2 favorite performances, Daniel Craig, of course, as James Bond, is amazing, and I love, of course, Sean Connery's, but Pierce Brosnan did a pretty good job too.
With a vision of the future.
I have a game in my house that you might like to play. Would you like that? Yeah. Okay.
That was really bad.
I have different games. I even have one that could help make you smarter.
Now, Job Smith is about to enter the world of virtual reality.
Wow.
No, Joe, just relax. It's going to be like being up there with the stars, Joe. They're going to another planet.
I get what you're saying, Pixel. It is very cheesy, but it's kind of cool. It's got a futuristic, like, it's set in the future. And again, remember how I was telling you, everybody in the 90s and 80s thought the future was either going to be a wonderful utopian society or basically like a shit garbage, society. So it's got that kind of futuristic feel to it. I'm definitely intrigued. I'll add it to the list. I wouldn't mind watching this.
His mind is like a clean, hungry sponge. I just graduated to the next level, Joe.
You're not the lawnmower man. Oh, you've certainly changed. I don't know how you did it, but I approve.
I absorbed Latin yesterday in less than 2 hours.
Joe, where are you? Joe.
A world where the normal course of events can suddenly turn inside out.
You realize, Dr. Angelo, that my intelligence has surpassed yours.
The imaginary becomes real.
Trying to get inside my head, Joe.
You can't hide anything from me, Dr. Angelo.
Oh, wow.
Reality
I have no idea what he's going to do.
is all in your mind.
Nice. I enjoyed that, Pixel. That was a good one. Yeah, I'll add it. All right, let me open up my list here. Now, is the second one worth a watch? All right, the Lawn Mower Man. Okay. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. Lawnmower Man. You know what? I'll just put 1 and 2, just in case. But let me know. Let me know if the second one is worth a watch. Because the minute I opened up the trailer, it said, like, right below it, it said Lawnmower Man 2. I was like, okay, I guess they made a sequel to it. So I don't know if the sequel is any good, but I'm intrigued by the first one. Oh, yeah, for sure. That one looked good. That was pretty good. All right. Never seen the first one. Okay, all right. Got it. All right, let me review some of these comments before we continue on here. Larry says, you recommend these movies to your church? No. I said I recommend, Larry, I said I don't recommend horror movies to my church. I said I recommend this movie to everybody. This movie. Because it's a Christian movie. No, Larry, I'm not a different person. What you see with fears is what you get. You know? It kind of happened like that movie VR. It's really okay. Gotcha. I did see. It had the kind of the crappy virtual reality. I mean, it looks so 90s pixel when they made this. But no, Larry. I definitely refer this Christian movie to everybody. But yeah, let's see here. Let's see here. It's also toys with the idea of being uploaded inside of a computer about something billionaires have been thinking about. That's nuts. Never seen. Let's see. Are you dead set on buying from brick and mortar stories, or do you mind buying off of? I don't know what you're on about, Visions. Brick and mortar stories. Oh, Lord. I told my pastor he should see the Beyond, and he kicked me out of the church. I think you're joking around, Pixel. I don't think he would do that. Come on. I don't know what you're on about, Visions. I buy stuff off of Amazon. I buy stuff off of eBay. I've bought a few movies off of Etsy. Those hard to find ones, like, the Battle Truck movie that I found. I still haven't bought it, Visions, but I can't wait to watch it. Visions, unfortunately, did not like that one. I thought you'd love that one. Well, you said it was okay, but you said it wasn't like nothing spectacular. I guess Visions is talking about this stuff to Larry, because I don't know what you guys are on about. Amazon sells movies. Oh, yeah, they do sell movies on Amazon. I thought it was just books. No, they do books, Larry. Amazon does everything. Amazon is like a second version of eBay. You can find pretty much find anything on Amazon like you can find... Oh, okay, Pixel. I didn't know what that meant. He said brick and mortar just means like a physical store. Okay. Oh, yeah. Do you have to buy movies from storefronts, or can you buy them? Oh, yeah, no, Visions. I do both. I buy movies at stores like Vstock, FYE, but those hard to find ones, I've bought tons of movies off of eBay, Amazon. I've bought some off of Etsy. Okay, I was just curious. I was a little confused on what you guys were talking about. So yeah, I do both. I if I can find it at a store, I do. But if I can't find those hard ones, like I found Battle Truck on eBay, Visions. I just haven't bought it yet. I'm planning to. I think that's going to be a Christmas present from me to me. So yeah. I found Fears will to live on Amazon on sale too. Yeah, like I find deals all the time. I find deals on Etsy. I find deals on Amazon. I find deals. Larry, I'm not making fun of you. I can't believe that you didn't know that Amazon is like a second version of eBay. Sometimes it's a better version. Sometimes you can find a lot more stuff on Amazon than you can find on eBay. So, Larry, if you're looking for a book or a movie or whatever, check eBay first. If you can't find it on eBay, then check Amazon, because I find deals all the time. Oh, yeah. I find deals on Etsy. I find deals on eBay. I found deals on Amazon. I use all of those. All of them are good source materials to find things that you want to buy or that you're interested in buying, you know? Vision says, I was just going to say, because those 3 Blu-rays you found at FYE for $25, all of them are on Amazon for $17.99, so you may just want to buy them there instead. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. But I'll be honest, Visions, it's half and half. Sometimes I like to go to a physical store, you know, because I'll make some content while I'm there, you know. Like I filmed a couple of like my FYE hauls, and I've put them on my TikTok. I'll be like, hey guys, check it out. Fear's got this, I got this. But yeah, if you can save a penny where a pound is, do it. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, now that I didn't know, Visions. He says if you use an Amazon card, you get $5 back. I don't have an Amazon card, but I should invest in it, because that's $5 back. That's cool. So yeah, Vision says I get you. Yeah, it's a little bit okay. I'm glad you understand where I'm coming from, Visions. I like a little bit of both. I guess it's like in the moment. Like if I've got nothing to do in a day, I'm like, all right, I've got my car washed. I've got all the errands done. I've cleaned up my house. I'll be like, all right, what else should I do on my day off? Oh, I know. I'll go to FYE and check out, and find some gems. But I get what you're saying, I could look online. So it's a little bit of both. Like if I'm real tired at the end of a night, I'll be like, oh, I'm not going out. Like if it's like 5 or 6, because FYE, they don't close their store until 10:30, I think, something like that. I'll be like, oh God, it's already 5 o'clock. I'm not going out. I'm going to stay in, make some popcorn, watch some movies. And then every once in a while, I'll surf the internet. But you know what? Let me see if I can find some gems, and then I'll surf the internet. So I do a little bit of both. Anyway, let's get. I wish I had the physical DVD. I haven't bought it. It's not in my collection yet. I need to get Space Camp. I used to watch Space Camp all the time as a kid. I think the first time I watched it It's an old movie. It's an old like 80s movie. I actually, and the reason why I watched it a lot is because whenever I was a kid, I went to space camp. I went to space camp when I was 14, 15. I have my original space camp shirt. It still fits. They gave me a large or an extra large. So if one day I would love to go back to space camp because they have an adult experience. So they have a junior experience where kids can go to space camp from like, I think it's like kindergarten to 5th grade. Then the one I went to was when I was a teenager, it was either 14 or 15. And they call that junior high space camp. And then they've got this thing called adult space camp where any adult can go. I would love to go back as an adult and do space camp again. It was a lot of fun. You guys have heard this story before, but I'll give you a 10-second version of it. I was in the science club in middle school. I was like 14, 13, 15, somewhere around there. And they came over the PA system and said, we're looking for 3 kids to go to space camp to represent our school. And they said, the science club is hosting this grand prize. And they said, only members of the science club can enter. They said, it's really simple. They said, write an essay on what you've contributed to the science club and why you think you deserve to go to space camp. And I thought, well, you know what? Fuck it. I'll go for it. You know, I may not win, but I'll go for it. I did win, but at that time I was like, well, you know what? I'm like, you don't know until you try. So I got a piece of paper and a pencil, and it had to be over 1,000 words. They said it has to be 1,000 words or more. And what I did is I just wrote down everything that I could possibly think of that I contributed. I said, I remember planting trees, for the science club. I did this, I did that, I did this. I said on the field trip to, the science center, I helped the teacher do this. And so I wrote everything that I could possibly remember. And then I said, I don't remember the whole thing I wrote down, you guys, but I did all that stuff first. And then towards the end, I said, I think I should go to space camp because I've always loved space. I've always had an interest in space ever since I was 5 years old. And I would represent the school with honor and pride. And I said I would be a key candidate. And I guess what I wrote moved them. And I remember they announced it like later on in the week after I turned in my essay. And they said, on Friday, we're going to come on the PA system, and we're going to announce the winners. And I was like, oh, so it was a big deal. And so I was like, oh, wow. I was like, okay. So the first one, a girl won. Then the second one, a guy won. And I thought it was me at first because they said his name was John, too. And I was like, oh, my God, they said John. And then all of a sudden they said his last name. And I was like, damn it. I was like, all right. I said, this is my last chance. So they saved me for the very end, and I'm just like, they're not going to say my name. I'm like, you tried, Fears. All of a sudden they said John, and I was like, here we go. I'm like, they're going to say another John, somebody else, not me. And then they said John Fears, and then it didn't register at first. All of a sudden, all my classmates turned around, they're like, John! And then I looked at the PA system. I was like, oh my God, I won! And then that's when I went nuts in class. I literally jumped out of my desk, and I was like, yes! And my teacher was like, hey, she's like, congratulations, John. And I was like, oh, I said, and then my teacher's name was Mrs. Taylor. So I said, oh, Mrs. Taylor. I said, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And then she's like, are you excited? I said, oh, I'm beyond excited. So, yeah. And then I think, like, they made the Space Camp movie, like, maybe a couple years before that, So, I remember watching it. I remember renting it from Blockbuster. The good old days. And it's basically about a bunch of teenagers that go to space camp, and there's this like really like dysfunctional guy named Rudy. He's like the all-American like 80s like kid. He's driving around like in his Jeep. He doesn't want to go to space camp, but his dad sends him to space camp because he's like, you need some discipline. He's like, yeah, whatever. He's like, I just want to party and like get girls. And his dad was like, well, I'll make you a deal. He's like, he goes, if I buy you a car, he goes, then you're going to space camp to get some discipline. And he's like, all right, whatever, that's the deal. So they're at space camp, and they're having fun and all that. And then all of a sudden they get to go, the way they go up into space is they get to sit in the actual spacecraft as part of their space camp experience, which was so far-fetched. When I went to space camp, they would never do that, but it's a movie, so, there you go. The rest of the movie is exactly like how space camp was, except for them going into space. That would never happen. They would never send kids into space and all that crap. Not kids, teenagers. But it was filmed on the actual space camp grounds where I went. The actual space camp is in Huntsville, Alabama. So when I was 15, I went down there. So when I watched that film, I remember all those buildings. I'm like, yep, I was in that building. I was in that building. So that's one reason why I like that movie. I was like, I've been to this place. I've been, like, I have old pictures of me going to space camp on my Instagram and on my Facebook. So it definitely was a cool experience. It is a cool movie. It's a funny, cheesy 80s movie. I'd give it about a 7 out of 10. It's definitely worth a watch, but is it spectacular? No. It's a funny, cheesy. Leah Thompson plays, I think her name is Kate in the film. She's super young. It had to have been, it was way before Back to the Future. Way before Back to the Future. I'd say, I don't know if it was her first film. It was one of her first films because she looks like 17, 18 in the film. She's definitely a teenager whenever she filmed this movie. So it was way, way before the Back to the Future series that she did. And it was way before she filmed that cheesy movie, Howard the Duck. It was way before that, She's in it, and then the guy that plays Rudy, I know he did a couple of episodes on ER, I think he was on ER or something. A lot of famous people are in it. That black guy from Revenge of the Nerds, he's in it. The black guy that plays like the gay guy in Revenge of the Nerds, he's one of the space camp attendees. He's in it. So there's a lot of 80s and 90s actors in it. It is a good watch. And anyway, the way they go up into space is they're like, well, part of your space camp experience, NASA's going to let you sit in the actual craft, for a couple of minutes. So they're in there, they're sitting around, and then all of a sudden, something like a malfunction goes wrong, and it ends up like igniting the boosters. And then their counselor is an actual astronaut, and that part's true. Like, my counselor when I went to space camp was an actual astronaut. So that part of it was true. And then she's like, ignited or we're going to die. And so then they get launched up. Then they have to figure out how to get back to Earth. And then their spacecraft wasn't mission ready. So there wasn't enough oxygen. So they have to go to the space station and get more oxygen. It's hilarious. So definitely give it a watch. 7 out of 10. It's funny. It's cheesy. I'm going to have to buy it someday on Blu-ray and add it to the collection. So, yeah. Definitely check it out. Anyway, I'm going to take off. I haven't had dinner yet. And I need to get some shut-eye before I go into work. I don't have to be at work until 3:45. So, anyway. And I've got a big day of errands tomorrow. I've got to buy a few things for my trip. My trip is coming up on Saturday. So that's when I'm flying out. I still haven't heard from Sam. I don't know what's going on. I have not been able to get a hold of him. I guess Sam's never done this. He must be going through something. I'm guessing either something's wrong with his job, or maybe something's wrong with his sister, and maybe it's a big family emergency. I've texted, I've called him. Most likely, I'll probably have to get an Uber on Saturday. But I understand. So, Sam, if you ever watch this, buddy, give me a call ASAP. I'm like, if you can't take me to the airport, no worries. I understand you must be going through something. I have tried, guys. I don't know. Sam kind of went off the face of the earth. So he's hopefully he'll contact me later on in the week. But I don't know what's going on. I haven't heard nothing from Sam. So I hope he's okay. I'm getting a little worried. So I hope he's all right. I hope him and his family's all right. So. Vision says, good second stream, Fears. Oh, well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you can make it to one of them, Visions. So most likely tomorrow, because I've got so many errands to do. I've got to buy a few things for my trip. Most likely, I'm going to do a stream around 4 or 5 because I'm going to try and watch some movie tonight and relax a little bit after I eat, and so I have something to review tomorrow. But yeah, so I'm going to take off. I'll save the Vegas stories for tomorrow because I'm a little tired. But yeah, if you guys hear from Sam, let me know because I know Sam's in the community, but no one's heard. I asked Rand. I said, Rand, have you heard from Sam? He's like, no. He's like, Fears, I haven't heard anything. I was like, man, I don't know what's going on. So I really hope Sam's okay because this is the longest he's never reached out. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know where he lives now with his sister because because Randy's like, well, Fears, if you knew where he lived, you could spin by and check up on him. And I was like, yeah, I could, but I'm not the type of guy. I don't go over to someone's house without an invite. But Sam's a good buddy of mine, and I'm really concerned about him. So I hope he reaches out soon because I haven't heard a text from him. I haven't heard a call from him. So I'm really getting worried about him. But worst comes to worst, he must be going through some stuff. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with like his family. I'm assuming because Sam, whenever he's going through something, he usually doesn't contact anyone. He takes care of it. And then like whenever he was getting a new job, he said, hey, Fears, like the reason why you didn't hear from me for a while is I had to get a new job because I didn't like how I was being treated at the other job. And then my sister got sick, so I had to take care of all that. But I'm just reaching out to make sure you're all right. I think once everything is fixed or whatever he's going through, then he'll contact me. But I don't know if he's going to contact me before Saturday because I've tried. I've left 3 or 4 messages. I'm like, hey, are you still be able to take me to the airport? I said, don't worry if you can. I said, I'll just get an Uber. I said, I'm really calling to make sure you're all right, buddy. Let me know. Like, give me a call. Let me know how you're doing. So, Sam, I hope you're all right. I hope you're doing okay, buddy. So let's see. Vision says, thanks for coming to my stream, Larry. That was pretty funny. It's not your stream, Visions, but yeah. Everyone thought on the Discord that I canceled the stream. I'm like, I didn't cancel the stream. I just did an early stream, But anyway, tomorrow's stream is going to be around 4 or 5. So, Visions, mark it in your calendar. Everybody, mark it in your calendar. But I'm really glad you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys hear anything from Sam, let me know because I'm worried. I've texted him. I've called. I can't get a hold of the guy. So, I hope he's doing all right. So, anyway, time for some shout-outs. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my friend Pixel. Lord Pixel. Lord of the Pylons. That's right. Check out my friend Randall at Cameo Man 2021 and the Mayor of Magic. Check out Visions. Lord Visions, King of the Goths. Check him out on www.exhumvisions.com. Buy some cool shit. Why? Because Visions makes some cool shit. That's right. And because Visions is my pal, and he's a cool motherfucker. All right. Well, I'm taking off. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe also to Fears' TikTok. That's very important. Follow my TikTok. All right, this is Fears signing off. Peace. Deuces. Love you guys. I'm out of here.